Continue.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, how are you all? I think you all are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also well. Today I have come here to take a class. Today I am going to take a class on English second paper for class 8, and the grammar topic is transformation, as this topic is included for class 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and that's why this chapter is and this class is equally important for all. So dear students, I am Mahmoud Hassan, welcome you all to Ahmed Baun Academy online class. So I am going to the screen to start my class. This class is for class 8. This class will be on English second paper and topic is changing sentence. Dear students, the transformation will be on sentence according to meaning, and according to meaning there are 5 kinds of sentence, you know: assertive, interrogative, imperative, optative, and exclamative. These 5 kinds of sentence according to meaning. And today I am going to teach you, and we shall discuss on assertive sentence. And you know that there are 2 kinds of assertive sentence. One is affirmative and another is negative. And today I am going to discuss how to change affirmative sentence into negative. And rules with example. And the first rule: if the sentence starts with only or alone, that means if you get only or alone in affirmative sentence, we have to use none but to make it negative. We have to use none but instead of only or alone if it means person. And there are 3 examples here. Look at the screen. I am going to read out these examples. First one is only Allah can save us. Second one, Allah can alone help us. And third one is only the graduate should apply. These 3 examples here. And I think you should write down the answer or try to answer. Here you have to write down none but instead of only. In the first sentence you see only, so you have to use none but instead of only. And you should try, and you will get 2 minutes to try. And by this time I will check how many you have joined with me. Joined with me. Okay. By this time I think many of you have joined with me. Bithi, Najim, Jakia Khatun, Afifa, and many of you. Thank you so much for joining with me. Bithi, Najim, Jakia Khatun, Afifa. Okay. Dear students, is there anyone to answer the first one? Those who are joined with me. First one, only Allah can save us. What will be the negative of this sentence? Another one, Tumi Keti, named Kamrun Nahar Shorna. Okay, thank you so much for joining with me. Is there anyone to answer the first one? Okay, look at the screen. We have to use none but instead of only as the sentence expresses about a person. So the answer will be none but Allah can help us. By this time Samiha Muskan has written down the answer. None but Allah can help us. This is the right answer. Thank you so much. Samia Muskan. Now the second one, Allah can alone help us. Who can write down the answer of the second question? Is there anyone? Just write down the answer of the second one. We have got the first answer from Samiha Muskan. Okay, second one, Allah can alone help us. So answer will be what? Is there anyone to answer? None but Allah can help us. Again, Samiha Muskan has given me the answer. Okay, we shall see. None but Allah can help us. Thank you so much, Samiha Muskan. And those who are with me, I will tell you to share this class so that many of you can enjoy this class. Okay, now the third one, only the graduate should apply. And what will be the answer of the third one? Samia Muskan. We have to use only none but instead of only or alone. So answer will be none but the graduate should apply. Okay, dear students, this is the first rule of changing affirmative into negative. We have to use none but instead of only, none but instead of only and alone, nothing else. So dear students, I am going to the second one, second rules. The second rule is again with only. We have to use nothing but instead of only. That means I am going to give you the questions. There are 3 questions again. Only the moon was visible. She has only two dolls and I have only a pen. These 3 questions here. We have to use nothing but instead of only if it means thing, any kind of thing, not person. As the sentence means a thing, we have to use nothing but instead of only. So I think you should try to answer this question, and that's why you will get 2 minutes. Dear students, this is the second rule of only. We have to use nothing but instead of only. Again, Samia Muskan is very active. She has given me the answer. Nothing but the moon was visible. Thank you again. Thank you. Your answer is right. Nothing but the moon was visible. Now, dear students, the second question. She has only 2 dolls. What may be the answer of this question? She has only 2 dolls. Here you see the word only. So the answer will be what? We shall see the answer. She has nothing but 2 dolls. We have to use nothing but just instead of only. We cannot use nothing but at the first of the sentence like the first rule, none but. Okay? You have to think that, and you have to remember, we have to use none but always at first of the sentence. But if you use nothing but, we have to use nothing but at the place of only. We cannot take it at first. Thank you so much. Now, dear students, the third question is, I have only a pen. So the answer will be what? Again, Samia Muskan. Samia Muskan is very active. Thank you so much. She has nothing but 2 dolls. The answer will be the third question. I have only a pen. So answer will be I have nothing but a pen. Thank you so much. Dear students, this is the second rule I have completed, and now I am going to the third one. So if you need time, I will give you. You have to comment. Otherwise, if you cannot complete your writing, just take a screenshot so that you can use it later. Okay. So, dear students, I am going to the next one. Okay, dear students, now look at the screen. This is the third rule of changing affirmative into negative. So, it is affirmative sentence again with only, and here you have to use not more than or not less than instead of only if it means is or number. Listen to me please, again I am going to express. You have to use not more than or not less than instead of only if it means is or number. The first one was about person, second one was about thing, and third one is about age or number. So here I have given you two questions. Jerry was only 4 and second one, she is only 20 years old. These two, and you will get 2 minutes to write down the answer. You have to use just not more than or not less than instead of only. And I will tell you to use not more than in the first sentence and not less than in the second sentence. Okay, this one's, if you have written down the answer, just match the answer with mine. And first one, Jerry was only 4, so the answer will be Jerry was not more than 4. And I have told you to use not less than in the second sentence. Jerry was not more than 4. It has been written down by Samia Muskan. Thank you so much. Again, another one is with us, Ripon. Rule 52, name Mahfuza Rahman. Okay, welcome you. So dear students, second answer. Then second question is, she is only 20 years old, and I told you to use not less than instead of only. And we shall see the answer of the second one. Okay, look at the screen. I have given you the answer. She is not less than 20 years old. Okay, dear students, this is the third rule of changing affirmative to negative, and we are learning how to change affirmative sentence into negative, and I have already completed 3 rules. Now, dear students, I am going to the next one, and this will be rules number 4. And look at the screen. Okay, this is the fourth one, and this one is affirmative with must or have to. Look at the screen please. And by the time Badsha Mia is with us, Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam. Welcome you, Badsha Mia. And the fourth one, must or have to. That means affirmative sentence will be with must or have to, and we have to use cannot but or cannot help to make it negative. That means you can use cannot but or cannot help. Anyone you can use. But there is a slight different one. Cannot but or cannot help, and I will describe it later. So dear students, now I am going to give you some questions on this rule, and I have given you 3 examples. You must obey your parents. Second one, you must respect your teachers, and the last one, you have to do this work. Here there are 3 questions for this rule. The students, you see, in the first sentence must, second sentence must, and third sentence with have to. That means you will get must or have to in the sentences, and you have to use cannot but or cannot help instead of must or have to. That means you cannot use must in negative sentence, you cannot use have to in negative sentence. To make them negative, you have to use cannot but or cannot help. So dear students, I am going to give you the answer of the first question. Is there anyone to answer? You cannot but obey your parents is written by Samia Muskan. Thank you again, Samia Muskan. And I am going to give you the answer of the first question, and I shall match the answer with Samia Muskan. You cannot but obey your parents. Now Samia has written down you cannot but obey your parents. That means the answer is right. And now, dear students, I will tell you to use cannot help for the second one. You have to use cannot help. Samia Muskan has written down using cannot but I will tell you that you should use cannot help to make it negative. Cannot help. We shall learn the use of cannot help, because there is slightly different here. That's why I will tell you to use cannot help here. Another one, Athar in Islam. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. Samia Muskan. Okay, try to write down using cannot help. Samia Muskan, I will tell you that what you have written down for the second one, this is also right, but we shall learn how to use cannot help instead of cannot but. Is there anyone to answer this question? Name Muskan. Okay. Is there anyone to answer? Okay, look at the screen. I am going to give you the answer. The answer is you cannot help respecting your teachers. Dear students, you have to recall or you have to remember that if you use cannot help, you have to add ing after bhar. This is the difference between cannot but and cannot help. You can use to, anyone you can like, but if you use cannot help, you have to add ing with bhar. If you use cannot help, but if you use cannot but, you cannot change anyone. Okay, and if you fail to understand, please you have to comment me and I will try my level best to answer your question. Okay, now again use cannot but to do the third one. Use cannot but to do the third one. You have to do this work. Is there anyone to answer? Please try to answer these questions. If you try, you will easily understand. Otherwise, you cannot get clear conception. Okay, look at the answer of the third one. Third one, you cannot but do this work. You have to do this work. The answer will be you cannot but do this work. Okay, dear students, this is the fourth one, and now I am going to the next rule. If you have any question, you can ask me, and I am always ready to answer your question or to solve the problem. Next one, now the rules number 5. And look at the screen. This affirmative sentence has been started with every. That means you will get every, the word every in affirmative sentence, and you have to use there is no ... but instead of every. Again, I am going to say you will get every in affirmative sentence, and you have to use there is no ... but instead of every. And I am going to give you some example of this rule. Okay, I have given you 3 questions here. And these questions are, first one, every mother loves her child. Second one, everybody hates a liar. And the third one, every man has an aim in life. These 3 examples here, and I think you should try to answer these questions. Dear students, look at the screen. You have to use there is no dotted but. That means here, look at the screen, mother, body and man. These words will be between no and but. That means in this gap you have to use mother, body or man. And I am going to give you the first answer, then it will be very clear to you. Okay, look at the screen. There is no mother but loves herself. That means I have used here the word mother. In this place, there is no mother but loves her child. In this way, you have to answer the next 2, and that's why you will get 2 minutes. And try to answer, please. Second one is everybody hates a liar. So the answer will be what? Is there anyone to answer? That means you have to use this body. Means dead body or live body, it's not a matter, but you have to use this body in this gap. So the answer will be, there is nobody but hates a liar. Okay, now I am going to the third one. That means here the last one, every man has an aim in life. So the answer will be, there is no man but has an aim in life. There is no man but has an aim in life. So dear students, this is the rules number 5, and if you have any question you can ask me, and I shall try to solve this problem. And now I am going to the next one in the rules number 6. Dear students, look at the screen, and this is the rules number 6. Here this rule is somewhat different and difficult also. This is with the, that means this is in superlative degree. You have to make or use no other dot dot so dot dot else. That means you have to make it positive to make it negative. This is somewhat difficult for you, and I am going to give you the questions, and I have given you 2 questions. Raju is the best boy in the class. This is the first one, and second one, Shaju is the tallest boy in the class. These 2 examples or questions, and you see that Raju is the. Here we have used the best. This is the superlative form. That means I think this chapter is not included in class 8 nowadays. This is from a degree. Okay. If we get the, this is superlative degree, and we have to use no other at first to make it negative, and the answer will be, no other boy in the class is so good as Raju. That means you have to use no other at first, and then the rest of the sentence, boy in the class at first, and then you have to use verb is, and then again so, and the positive form of the superlative form. Here the superlative form is best. The positive form of best is good. That means here in this gap we have to use positive form to make it negative. So the answer has been, no other boy in the class is so good as Raju. So you can try for the second one to understand it better. Okay, dear students, so the second answer is no other boy in the class is so tall as Shaju. Here the adjective is tallest in superlative form, so you have to use positive form here, and the positive form is tall. That means you have to use no other dot dot so dot dot as dot dot to make it negative sentence. Okay. Dear student, this is the rules number 6, and I am going to the next one, and rules number 7. Okay, look at the screen. This is the rules number 7. Here the rules is as soon as dot dot comma. Listen to me please. As soon as dot dot comma will be in affirmative sentence, and if you want to make it negative, you have to use no sooner had dot dot than to make it negative. And again I am going to describe this one. You have to use no sooner had instead of as soon as, and you have to use then instead of comma. I am going to repeat it. You have to use no sooner had instead of as soon as, and you have to use comma. You have to use then instead of comma. And the examples are, I have given you 2 examples here. As soon as we reached the station, comma, the train left. And the second one is, as soon as the thief saw the police, he ran away. These 2 examples are questions, and we shall solve these questions using no sooner had dot dot then. And first one is as soon as we reached the station, comma, the train left. That means we have to use, okay, look at the screen. I am going to give you the answer. No sooner had we reached the station than the train left. And I have written here no sooner had instead of as soon as, then we reached the station. Here we reached the station, and we have to write down then instead of comma, and then the rest of the sentence, the train left. That means it's very easy. You have to use no sooner had instead of as soon as, and then instead of comma. And this is the first one. And the second one, as soon as the thief saw the police, comma, he ran away. So the answer will be no sooner had the thief seen the police, then he ran away. Here I have written down no sooner had instead of as soon as the thief seen the police. Here the verb is in past form, and here in past participle form. And you know that in first perfect we have to use third form of verb. Again, here the word had, after had we have to use third form of verb. That's why we have to use here seen. So the answer has been no sooner had the thief seen the police, then he ran away. So dear students, this is all about today, and I shall restart my class in another class to complete this chapter. As our time is over, I have to complete my class here. So stay safe. Thank you so much.